Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. Today I have received one of the smart questions from one of my clever students. He asked me how can we benefit from the social media and does we or do we have to keep ourselves away from it. So in during our discussion I have spoke to him about one of the beautiful hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, where he said, benefit from five, then five. Benefit from your youth before your old days. Benefit from your health before your sick days. Benefit from your righteousness before your poverty. Benefit from your empty time before your busy time, and benefit from your life before your death. So this hadith is talking to us about uh, one of the good things about the Muslim mentality, which is benefiting. We benefit from things. In Islamic perspective, we're supposed to be people who are grateful for every single day because of the blessing of being able to live and the blessing of being able to do a lot of things that we can do. And this hadith highlights these things that we have. First of all, the youth. The youth is very, very important. In Islamic perspective, it's not time to waste or time to enjoy it only. Yeah, we enjoy in our youth, that's for sure. We have breaks time, like time for just sitting there and do nothing. We may have this, yes, it's normal, it's human life. However, what's the most required thing from us as Muslims, according to this hadith, is to use and to benefit from our youth. Benefit on a many levels. Maybe on the level of praying as much as we can. From fasting, we are more powerful to fast. From participating in charity works, for helping others, for doing something that gain us a lot of good deeds, a lot of hasanats. And why is that? Because the youth, normally, the youth phase is the phase where the period where we are so strong and have the mentality and the ability to do a lot of things. So we need, according to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to benefit from it. It will not rest for all life. There is some times where we be more lazy, more not able to do a lot of things that we had the ability to do before. So we need to benefit from these days on many levels, on the level of worshiping God, on the level of being active in the society, on the level of helping others. So it's a great opportunity. It's a gift that we should use. The second thing is the health. The health. A lot of people are not able to do what healthy person can do. So if I cannot get up from my bed, that's not helping to do a lot of things. So if I have the ability to get up and do something, I should see it's an opportunity. It's a gift that I should use, benefit from it. I may go to the mosque and pray in it. I may go with a friend to help him in fixing one of the problems. I may go to visit one of my family. So I should use it. I should use that health. And I should keep it because it's a gift. I should eat what is good for me to maintain it and be away from the things that harm it. It's in Islam, the whole story of the health, it's a gift. It's something you should maintain and save. The third issue or the third point here is righteousness. And this is give us a very, very good point about Islamic perspective about righteousness. He says, benefit from your righteousness before your poverty, which means as a human, maybe you will be poor after you're being rich. So that's give you another mentality about using your money in a good way, in a charity, in helping in the society, friends, family, everyone that may need help and you can provide it. But as well, it's give us a very beautiful thing about how Muslims should be. Muslims should not be afraid of failure because he already told you you can go through it. You may go through the experience of being poorer. So we have already the assumption that it can happen. So when it happens, just get up and try again. And if you ask a lot of millionaires in this world, the modern world, they would talk to you about the times where they have been broken and they tried again and they made it again. So it's stopping this mentality of being afraid of failure, and as well it's give you the power to get up again and continue, but use your money in a good way, use your righteousness in a good way that's helping you and the society, so we benefit from that righteousness. The fourth thing is the empty time. Use your empty time, because some people, there is a beautiful another hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, where he says people can be would be jealous of someone who has time. The time is very, very important, very, very valuable. We need to use it. Now we see people use their time, and this is how I answer the question about social media. Some people just sitting there and watching movies or videos without end. Like I have some people who talk to me about watching a huge series in 3 days. That's an achievement for sure, but in a bad way. You could do a lot of good things. You could improve your life. You could go do sport. You could participate in helping a foundation and a charity work. So it doesn't mean you cannot watch some videos. Yeah, you can for sure. People need balance in their lives, but balance, not spending 3-4 days in watching the series and then forget about life. So this is the mentality that Islam creates. The person who benefits from his free time to build himself. In many, the concept of worship in Islam is huge. You can do anything, and by your intention, make it like a worship. So if you do good in your work and you want to get to a high level to help yourself and others, that's a worship too, because you are doing it for a good reason and for God at the first point. So use the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, saying, use your empty time before your busy time, because life can bring a lot of things to you: family, kids, responsibilities, a lot of things. So use it. You may not be able to read more Quran, to do more fasting. So when you have time, use it. That's what he's saying to us. And the fifth thing, and which is actually he include all the four points that he said before in this fifth point, which is use your life before your death. And that has a meaning. Why I would use my life before death? He actually refers to us, he reminds us, oh, this life has an end. It doesn't continue. Which means you have the opportunity to benefit from it. And when you're dead, you see what you have made. And a lot of people now, even non-Muslims, speaking about the fingerprint that I want to put in life. I want to be remembered as this person who did a lot of charity and helped a lot of people. I want to leave a foundation that helps these kind of people. And there is a lot of names we already know about people who put a lot of money and effort to make some foundations helps some kind of people, and that's incredible. That's what we should do as Muslims, and we should be aware of. This life has an end, and we benefit from it. We are not just here for Western time. And if you collect of these 5 points, you will be in front of a very beautiful mentality, the mentality that push you to benefit from things, the mentality that push you to be active person, to be someone who's hardworking, not someone who's just sitting there and wasting his life and time and possibilities. The Islamic mentality is encourage people to be so powerful and so active. And here, at the end of this video, I would love to ask a couple of questions that it's an exercise actually. I do it with myself, and I'm calling all people that they see this video to do it, because it will help us to reflect, to think more about this issue that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, highlighting. It's the first question that we should ask ourselves: how do we deal with these five points in our life? How we deal with the youth? Are we aware of it and of the power of being youth? How we deal with health? Are we aware of how it's so important? And are we trying to keep ourselves healthy? How we deal with righteousness? Are we using whatever we have? Look, the concept of rich person, it needs a lot of talk. But the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says once, do not underestimate anything you can give. If you can give small thing, that's a good thing to do. And one of the features of good believer is the one who can share in his hard times. When he doesn't have a lot, he shares. But when he has more, he shares more. So there is no specific definition for righteousness. It's actually it's you who define it. Even in hard times, you can be rich by sharing. The rich person, he's the one who's sharing whatever he has. And there is a beautiful stories about that, like the stories of Abraham, peace be upon him, who was sharing the only sheep that he had with his guests. He didn't think twice. Oh, I have just this sheep. Why I would slaughter it for people to eat? No. He did it because he's a generous, one of the beautiful prophets that his story is incredible. So what I want to say is we use these 5 points. How the first question is how we deal with them, how we deal with youth, health, righteousness, empty time, and the life, the concept of life. How we as Muslims in these modern days, how we benefit from them. Are we leaving the social media to lead our lives, or we benefit from the social media to feed these 5 elements in life? This is a question that it would be very, very important to answer. The second question is, what is the steps that we take to increase the benefits from these 5 points? How can I put a particular, like a very, very clear strategy to benefit from these steps? And the third question, after doing this too, it's very important to reflect about what makes us get away from benefit from these 5 points. What's taking us away? what's the bad thing that, or what's the things that they are not very, very important, and they are minimizing our benefit from this. Remember, the Muslim is the one who benefits a lot. And the fourth question, how we can fix that. And I would love to hear your answers in the comments. I will read them, and I will try to react with them. Thank you so much for your time, and have a nice time. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.